When you watch some of the videos that are coming out about the US dollar, there are many people that are scared, that are, upset. There are some that are wondering about the uncertainty of what's about to happen. But, ladies and gentlemen, everything that's happening is prophesized. Despite the fact that these folks think they're going to be in charge for infamy, their rise to the top was temporary and it was always meant to be temporary. So now we are seeing on a regular basis more and more stories coming out about the fall of the US dollar. So, why is the US dollar reserve currency status no longer privileged? The dollar is losing its supremacy in the global monetary system as many countries are now looking to strengthen their own currencies. Since the end of World War II, the US dollar served as the primary reserve currency globally, leaving little room for other currencies to grow as an alternative monetary system. Currently, central banks hold about 60% of their foreign exchange reserve in American dollars. And about half of the international trade loans and global debt securities are invoiced in US dollars. In foreign exchange markets, the currency are traded, the dollar is involved in nearly 90% of all transactions. In 2014, the currency began to lose reserve status as Russia and China joined hands to de dollarize its business dealings. The move was made in response for the imposition of Western sanctions following Moscow's annexation of Crimea, which restricted the ability of state owned businesses and banks to raise capital in Western markets. And in the last 2 decades, the US dollar has lost over 12 percent points of market share from 71% to 59% in 2022. Moscow has rapidly intensified its usage of the yuan via two main channels, raising the yuan's percentage in Russia's reserve and switching to direct ruble yuan commerce rather than utilizing the dollar. So the Russian finance ministry raised the authorized percentage of the yuan reserves in the National Wealth Fund to 60% at the end of the previous year. The Brazilian government also announced on Wednesday that China and Brazil have agreed to trade directly in their own national currencies, foregoing the use of the US dollar as an intermediate. So the agreement will enable China, the top rival to US economic harmony, and Brazil, the largest economy in Latin America, to conduct their expensive trade and financial transactions directly, exchanging yuan and which is the Brazil real and vice versa instead of going to the US dollar. Well, it looks like they've already started using these currencies and not using the US dollar like they did before. So, China and India, two of the largest economies in Asia, have launched separate programs in effort to lessen the US dollar dominance over international trade and enable them to settle transactions in their own currency. So it looked like they've already started doing this, y'all. They've already started. So the Reserve Bank of India last week permitted central banks from 18 countries, including Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, to open special Vestro rupees account, which will allow them to settle payments in Indian rupees as part of a significant effort to de dollarize the trade. Russia has also advocated for not using the US dollar of trade and the use of the Indian rupee. So even Russia is backing the Indian rupee. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so other people are propping up their currency. I mean, that's what we are seeing. So Russia also advocates for getting rid of the US dollar of trade and the use of the Indian rupee. So they are backing it up in response to the sanctions the West placed on Russia for the invasion of Ukraine. The Kremlin likewise began requesting payments to be made in rubles. And we did see that happen during the war. So, ladies and gentlemen, people are finished with the dollar. And this is going to happen. That's why they're in your face talking all this Fed now and switching over to all digital. And, ladies and gentlemen, when it's over, it's over. Most I don't care what money or currency you are using out here. Your time is still up with digital money, paper money. I don't care if you want to draw the money on a piece of paper and claim it's money. It don't matter at this point. It's over no matter what currency you put out there. It's over. Nobody is going to use the US dollar. They want their own currencies out in the forefront, and they're going to do this. And they don't care how the US. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.